I'm G1 Rider with G1 Insights. This message is for Scorpio. Sun, Moon, Rising on Venus and Scorpio. This is your life love Terror Energy weekly Terror Energy, right? Every Saturday we are live at 6 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. This is Scorpio, Sun, Moon, Rising on Venus and Scorpio. This is also for the Scorpio man and the Scorpio woman. Thank you so much for tuning in. I don't want to waste too much of you guys' time. All right, I'm gonna get right into it. I don't know what this string is. Okay. All right, so here we go, guys. This is your weekly tarot. Like I said, every Saturday we are live at 6 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. So here we go. All right, Scorpio, Sun, Moon, Rising on Venus and Scorpio. Okay. So even though back in, even in the most recent past, you've had this thing where you've always been overprotective, right? You've always been overprotective, always willing to put up a fight, always willing to protect who's around you. And I feel like you never back down from a fight, right? But at the same time, you also willing to speak your mind and to speak your truth with confidence. And maybe I feel like over the recent years, maybe that is the one thing that a lot of you may have struggled with is redefining your identity and redefining what your purpose is, redefining where you belong. And I think that it's about time that you seek out some professional counseling, advice, especially if you've been having a hard time trying to decipher between that mental balance or that mental chemistry and that emotional consideration, right? Especially if it's like, oh, I believe in myself. I know what I'm made of. I know what to do. To now going from that to, I'm not sure. I'm not sure if I'm making the right choice. I'm not sure if I'm doing the right thing, if I'm making the right decisions. What if I'm leading my family down the wrong path? A lot of you could be having a lot of indecisive moments, and I think that we need to get back to square one, okay? Scorpio, you went from this place of having courage and believing in yourself and to now trying to find that mental balance and emotional balance as well. Learning to be emotionally mature, learning how to deal with things emotionally and how to handle your emotions, because you're not the most diplomatic person, right? So you can be very brilliant, have bright ideas, can be very smart, have a great outlook on life, right? But you're not the most diplomatic. So it's been challenging, okay? And then up until recently, I feel like a part of you is torn. Like there's a part of you that they're just kind of struggling, not because you don't know what you want, but it's more of how can I present a better me, or how can I make things work for the sake of everyone, right? Like, how can I make everybody happy? If I was just to kind of sum this up, right? Feeling being unable or feeling the need of being unwanted or being unwilling to even make a decision. So whereas before where you should just kind of dive in, now you kind of questioning if you should just dive in. You're going from I know what to do and taking initiative to feeling like, well, what if I take initiative and it's not the right way to go? It's kind of like being stuck at a crossroads, right? It's kind of like a stalemate thing, but there's a strong unwilling to make a decision, and it's because you don't want to fuck up. Like, you don't want to do the wrong thing and you end up back where you were 7 years ago, or you don't want to end up back heartbroken. You don't want to be back in that place where you were destructive or brokenhearted or confused or misunderstood. Like, I feel like you don't want to go back to that place. And so I feel like you're doing everything that you can to uphold this type of image that lets you know that even though that this pretending is a problem, right? You need to show up some way, somehow. But I feel like that's also in a sense of neglect. Like, you're neglecting who you really are because you're trying so hard to present something that you're afraid that you cannot present. I have advice for you. How about just naturally allowing things to just flow? Naturally allowing things to just happen. Whether it's fucked up or not, whether it's screwed up, whether we cry, we get mad or frustrated, it is what it is, right? I have this idea of the art of allowing, right? When you naturally just allow things to happen. You don't try to control every single aspect of your career or of your personal life. Things just naturally tend to work out better. So, Scorpio, in my opinion, I think it takes you to be honest. First and foremost, it takes you to be honest about what you really desire. It takes you to be honest about what you really need and what you believe is going to be beneficial in your life in the next 6 months. I think it's going to take a lot of believing in yourself, trusting yourself, trusting, the process. But I also believe that this is also going to be trusting that if you make a decision, that your decision can be good. If you have a choice, an idea, you must believe, hey, I know this sounds like a crazy idea, but honey, if you just hear me out, right? Like, this is what this is going to sound like. Or you can go to your job, Scorpio, and go, I've been thinking, I know this sounds crazy, but I've been having this thought. Is there a suggestion box? Because I got a crazy idea that can put this company in the spotlight, right? Like, I feel like this is you stepping out afraid. I feel like this is you saying, you know what, even though I'm not sure, I'm going to do it anyway. Even if you are not currently thinking this or feeling this, I feel like this is what Spirit needs you to do. Oh, I know how to make that type of pizza. I know how to do that. Sorry, not you, but, sorry, I got caught off. Like just now, that's a perfect example. My TV is mute. I saw a commercial about a healthy way to eat pizza. I'm very big on that. I have done it. I've created it. It was phenomenal. It was delicious. So when I saw it, I was like, oh, I did that. Sometimes that's what it be. Like, not sitting around waiting, and thank you, Spirit and the universe, for that confirmation. It's because I think that's what having faith is just doing it, right? Not worrying about what somebody's gonna say, not worrying about what people think, not worrying about if it's good enough, but just doing it. You have some amazing ideas, Scorpio, and I think that if you just learn to word it correctly, and I think that if you present it correctly, I think that you will be surprised how much of a support system you have, and I think that you will be greatly supported, and you will be surprised who can show you the ropes, and I think that you'll be even more surprised where you can go. right? There's so much attitude here. Okay, we see the Nine of Wands, we see the King of Air, we see the Two of Air. So there's definitely a need for honesty, realization, and clarity here. But we also see adventurous energy here, which means it is time for you to believe in yourself like you have never done before. So Scorpio, this is what we're gonna do. We're gonna get clarity, and because I know what this is telling me, but just so you guys can have a understanding, right? Is do say, do not give up. Spirit wants you to know, do not give up. That great idea you had, the one that you just keep circling in your mind and you keep sitting around wondering if it's a good idea or should you present it, like that one thing that you just can't seem to get over and you're like, I don't know. Protect your idea, right? Get clarity. Do not share this idea with people if you are not 100% sure that they can back you up. Spirit will guide you. Spirit will always lead you to the right situation and to the right person to help you pick up where you left off at. So even if you had this great idea and you have not shared it yet, you will be surprised at just how much you will be put in a perfect position to share it with the right person that will help you elevate to a greater standard. Okay, so with that being said, do not give up on these brilliant ideas. Even with the King of Swords is a reminder here. Speak your mind with your confidence. Speak your truth with conviction. Seek out professional advice. Balance your mental and your emotional considerations, all right? Even if you feel like you're indecisive, you're not sure of how everybody's going to receive this, I promise you, in the right hand at the right time, just sit back and just watch how God moves, okay? That brilliant ideas of yours, my love, just sit back and just watch God work. Stop worrying, stop wondering how, who, how much, who gonna put out, who gonna help me. Stop doing that. Stop overly obsessing. I promise you, just sit back and just wait for the perfect opportune time to come to you and just watch how they come to you and watch the type of people that come to you, because that is going to be a double confirmation. That's going to help you develop that extra confidence boost that you need for future endeavors, right? Like for future projects or adventures that you would like to proceed on, right? You may not have the confidence now, but it doesn't mean that you have a dumbass idea, okay? Hold off and have patience and believe and trust in the process. And I promise you, just sit back and watch what God does. All right? But I promise you even more, if you continue to be diplomatic and be very strategic in your decision and what you're doing, you are about to embark on something amazing. But you need to be careful and you need to deliver this message with conviction. You need to be confident, right? You can't project something and half-ass say something. Like, you need to be sure, okay? So let's get some overall guidance for you, my love, all right? All right, thank you, Spirit. All right, so you got angel therapy right on top of the King of Swords. All right, so it says, give your cares and your worries as angels and allow us to take your burden away. Like, you don't have to stress. You don't have to worry about it. If it's meant to be, it's going to be. So it lets me know that this new adventure, this new idea, this new job, this new career, or whatever this is, you know, stop pretending like there's no problem. Stop pretending like this one thing is not bothering you. Let it be known, I want to do this. I just have not figured out how. I'm confused. I'm feeling fucked up or, contradictive inside. I'm not really feeling like myself. I'm feeling unsure. I'm unsure of how to make a decision. Right? But Spirit wants you to know, do not give up. Have faith. Have courage. Do not give up. Protect that which you have created. You need to protect it. Write it down. Copyright it. Whatever it is. This could be a book. This could be a storyline. This could be a project. This could be a business. Whatever this is, Spirit wants you not to give up. But they also says that even though you should have courage and not to give up, we still want you to speak your mind. We still want you to tell us these bright ideas. We still want you to be courageous. We still want you to have confidence. We just want you to go about it the right way. So Spirit is saying, listen, no stressing, no worrying about how it's going to happen, who's going to pay for the building, how you're going to get approved for the loan. Spirit says not to worry about that, okay? But at this moment and this time, you need to be honest with yourself, all right? So, guys, I love you. I really hope that this message brought some sense of clarity, okay? But I must move on. Don't forget, guys, to like, share, and subscribe to my channel. Be good to yourself. And I love you. And I'll see you guys next weekend, okay? A week from today, literally. Like, I'll see you guys next weekend. All right? I love you. And I will see you guys soon. All right? Bye-bye.